So I welcome you to this next day of Microsoft Advanced Excel, and today we are going to discuss how to work with the text functions, date functions, and as well as how to set up Excel file to print the pages. Now here the text functions are to perform some text manipulations. Let's say if you enter the first name, middle name, and last name, and if you want to perform the concat of that three selected cells, then Excel function we will use here as concatenate. And to type this function, I write is equal to, I write is equal to, and here I write concatenate. So when you start spelling any name of function, Excel shows you some suggestions, which one you are looking for. So with the help of arrow keys on keyboard, you can navigate, you can select any function, and to complete the spelling, you press tab key to complete the spelling. So there is no rule that you write the function name in capital case, you write it in a small case. So in any case, you can write the name of function. I select the first text, I give comma, I select the second cell address, I give comma, and third cell address, complete the round bracket and press enter. So Excel here prints the full name. Now how to print this full name? I'll show you once again. I press is equal to concatenate is the function. I select the first text, I give comma, second text, I give comma, and third text. Complete the bracket and press enter. So Excel here prints the full name of a person. But how to also print here the space between each text? So to do that, I here use double quotes space double quotes comma. Here also double quote space double quote comma, and then Excel prints name along with added space. So this is how you can perform concatenation in Excel. But without concat also, you can print full name of a person using ampersand symbol. So is equal to, I select the first text, ampersand, use space in double quotes, again ampersand, select second one text, ampersand, type that double quotes, ampersand, third text, and press enter. So Excel here prints the first name, middle name, and the last name. So this is how you can print full name either by using concatenate function or either by using is equal to the three different cell address. Okay. So one more function here I will discuss, that is len function. So text functions are len, concatenate, upper, lower. They are the len functions. They are the text functions. So len function used to return a total number of characters in the cell. So like here the example one, count and print how many characters are in cell D7 and print the result in F9. So here if you enter something, it will show you the count. Let's say if I enter ABC, then the count is 3. If I enter, let's say good morning, so it prints the letters are 12. Now here the calculation I'm doing using is equal to len function, and in the bracket I pass this value, complete the cell address as well the bracket, press enter. Now Excel prints here answer as 12. Similarly, I show you one more example. Let's say here, so Excel counts spaces, alphabets, numeric digits, symbols, everything, and it shows you the length is 8 like this. So to uh, print here any text, print here any text, I here write, let's say ABC only, then Excel prints 3. If I type A space B space C, then Excel prints it is 5. Space is also, space is also considered in length. So if I type let's say a dollar 01 space percentage. Then Excel prints they are total 6 characters because the 5 are the characters as a symbol, numeric digit and alphabet, and one is the space. This way Excel len function returns total number of characters in the cell. One more function is the upper function. Upper function converts cell data to capital case. So if you type anything here, like this is name of any city, let's say Mumbai, then Excel shows you it in capital case. I can type like this also. So still Excel shows you the spelling in capital case. For that function name is upper function and I select this cell address. I complete the bracket and Excel prints the answer in capital case. One more function is the lower function. Lower function converts cell address to lowercase. Here is the example. I type any text and Excel shows me that in lowercase. Let's say if I type here the sample text as any name of person and then Excel prints in small case. But if I write like this, some letters capital, some letters small, still Excel shows you in small case. So this way you can show Excel contents either in capital case, either in small case. So here is the first one example I taught today is the len function. Second one is the upper function. Third one is the lower function. And fourth one is the concatenate function. So there is one more function called proper function. So proper function is to change the case of selected text to sentence case. This text is some letters capital, some letters small, and I'm showing you in the sentence case. All words first letter capital. So this case is a sentence case. You are going to capitalize each word in the sentence. And how to write a proper function you write is equal to proper and in the bracket select the cell address and complete the bracket. Press enter. Now Excel shows you the answer in proper sentence case. So if I type here, let's say uh, A B C E R T. So I'm typing like this. Then Excel shows you a single word with starting letter as capital. But if you type here any name like Sachin space Vivek space Patel. So the output you can see it's a proper case. So when to use these are the functions in the case of validation, in the case of data entry, you can use these functions. Let's say during data entry, user enter any name more than 20 characters and you need a validation that will not allow user to enter more than 20 characters. So you use the len function. So your data entry must be in capital case. So there you use the upper function. User as enters the first name, middle name, last name, you want to see the full name. So there you use concatenate function. And Excel also provided some advanced text functions like left, right, as well mid. So using that also you can perform some high level validation with the help of text functions. So these are some basic text functions used to manipulate any text in the cell, selected cell. So up to now, we covered some of basic functions like sum, average, mean, max, upper, lower, proper and len function. And after that, we have some date category functions. So before going ahead, I first ask you all, you understood the functions? I covered the text functions. So now we will discuss date functions. So date functions are one is now. Now function returns system date and time. So the today's date is 7th May and the time is 3:19 p.m. So Excel returns you the current system date and time. Today is one another function. Today function returns only date. Today function not returns time, only returns date. After that, here is year is one function, and year function returns year part from the selected date. If you entered the today's date 5th May 2021, then year function returns you 2021. Month function returns you 05. Day function returns you 07. Time function is to format the type of the value you provided to function in the Excel time format. Hour is a function to convert the selected time to hour part. Then is the minute, then is the second. So these are functions I already listed here. I just delete this part and I explain you how to calculate the functions. The first function I here call is equal to now, and I complete the brackets. Actually, I always write the function names in capital case. Okay, so it's not a rule, but it's my habit. So I just write all the name of functions always in capital case. As I press enter, Excel shows you date as well as time. Okay, the next is today function. So without any arguments to function, you just open and close the brackets, and if you press enter, so Excel shows you here the date of system. It's 5/7/2021. So one question to you: I want to change the format of the date to I want to read this date as 7-May-2021. So how to change the format,
Select the control one,
right?
then go to the date,
Correct.
and then choose the date formats here. There are some types.
Correct. So I choose this one
Just choose
and I
and then
click
okay,
OK.
click OK.
Now Excel showing me the format I was looking for. Next is I want to separate year from the selected date. So that's why I here write is equal to year, and in the bracket I select this date, complete the bracket and press enter. So now Excel showing me the year as 2021. Next is the month. So I type here month, and in the bracket I select this again date. I press complete the round brackets and I press enter. Excel shows you month is 5. The next is day function, and it's not necessary that you select only the today function. You can choose now as well. I complete the bracket, press enter. Excel shows me the day is 7. The time, if you call time function, then time function is not to get the system time. Time function means the values parameters what you pass to function. Excel print that time, and the type of that cell will be time. So here the time, if I type 16 comma 30 comma 45, so the meaning is 16 means 4 o'clock, 30 minutes and 45 seconds. So this prints 4:30 p.m. The next is hour part. So if you type hour and if you select any time, so now Excel prints the only hour part from that selected date. Like this, one more here is minute. So if I call minute function and if I pass time and if I complete the bracket, Excel prints the minute part from the selected time. The next one is a second. I write second, and I pass this value, complete the bracket, press enter. Excel shows me the second value. So you can create time, you can separate the hours, minutes, and seconds from the selected date. So when we will start learning the advanced functions, of course, there I will explain you the application use of these functions. Right now we are learning the very basics. Okay, the first 2 days also I covered how to create table, how to format table, applying gradient styles. Okay, as well I discussed that there are some few tricks in Excel while you work with Excel, which shortcuts you use. So that we covered in the 2 days. The third day is on functions. and still we are learning some basics. And after that, we will also see the use of these functions in the real scenario. So one side of this date function is the syntax and other side is how to use these functions. Now here I will explain you how to use these functions. So I just delete some values and then I will show you how it works. Okay. So some examples on date. Some formats here. The format is DDMMYY. So the meaning is if you select the date, uh, let's say 7th December, let's say this December 9 comma 12 comma 2020. So this date is actually what? 12th September 2020, right? And if I'm typing DDMMYY format, then it will print 1209/2020. I show you how. You call here one function called text. Text is the one another function used to format values. You can change the selected format of text to the currency note, to the date format, to any of the temperature or any length unit. You can convert the selected value. So let's select this date and after that in the double quotes specify the format. Now see what happens. I complete the round brackets as well. I here added the double quotes. As I press enter, Excel shows me the format 12/09/20. So that YY is the 2020. It's only the last two digits. The next is DD triple MYY. So what if you type text in the bracket, select the date, give comma, and type DD/MMM/YY, complete double quotes, complete bracket, press enter. Now here Excel prints 12 September 20. 12 September 20. So you are typing 2 times M meaning is 09. You are typing 3 times M meaning is the spelling. But it's not the complete spelling. It's just ESCP. The next line, if you write the format as is equal to text in the bracket, I select date, give comma, D/MM/4 times YY. So now it prints the value as 12/09/2020. Okay. And the next one is here is equal to text in the bracket. I select the date, give comma, and then is equal to text in the cell address. I select this one, give comma, I type 4 times M space 4 times Y. Complete the double quotes, complete the brackets, press enter, and now Excel prints 4 times M means complete spelling of the month and the year. So if you change this date, let's say it is 6th September. So I type 9 slash slick 6 slash 2021. Then Excel shows you all the formats of the date like 06/09/21, then 06/09/2021 and September 2021. So this way you can format the uh, date. But here you observe the dates in the selected cell. Okay, the dates in the selected cell alignment is alignment is left, and here the date alignment is right. So what do you think? Which date is correct? First day, I told you one note on date, how you type date in Excel. So if you remember, you can answer the question, which date here the correct? The alignment left one is correct or right one is correct? Okay, so you are saying the right alignment dates are correct. So my note was the date if appears right side, then the dates are correct. So whenever you enter any date in Excel, I show you here this side. Okay, if you enter any date, let's say the today's date. So I type this way: 5 is the month, 7 is the day, and then I type year. So as I press enter, Excel change the alignment and appears the date exactly right side. But if you are making any mistake, like if I'm typing 13, so 13 is not a month, right? And after that I'm typing the date is 21 and 2021. So this is not the correct date. So this 13 is a month, 21 is a day, and 2021 is a year. But see, this date is still at left side. So this date is wrong and this date is correct. But here the dates are correct. Still they are left aligned. So it's not a mistake. The thing is, format of the cell is what? Format of the cell is custom, date. It is general. It is general. It is custom. So here you read it's a general category. General means what? It's a string. So it is not a date format. The only output is looking in the format of date, but the cell format is not date. So how to make this format as a date? So for that, we first need to learn advanced date functions, and the function name is date value. So if you call date value function, then only it will be converted to the actual format of the date, and the Excel after that shows you values to exactly right side. So just I cleared one question, because when you work with the text function, the text function produce output in type string, and on string it's not possible to perform any arithmetic calculation. Like in the given date, if I ask you to add 4 days more and show me the output, so this you cannot perform if you are using this method called text. The next part is here. I given a date as 10/14/93. Its meaning is 14th October 1993. So anybody knows how to calculate age? I repeat my question. I given date of birth, and here you try to find age of person in years. So what formula you write in Excel which returns you age of person?
Yes, Srini.
Okay, I just explain you this part only. The year function in the bracket today gives you the today's date, separate year from the today, and then separate year from the date of birth. Then you will get answer as in the format of date, and you change it to the general type, and it will print the difference in years. After that, next is the date difference. So the two dates are 1st January 20 and 5th January 20. Now here I am typing the date difference. Just you write second date minus first date. So this prints difference between the dates. And the date addition. So in the January 21, you add 10 days, it will print 11 January 20. In the first date, you add 10 days, then it prints 11 January. If you add 3 days, it prints 4th January, like this. So these are all the date functions. So now I covered the functions, basics, text, and date related functions. So I first send you these files. Today you practice these files, text functions, date functions, as well as you need to write down the function notes, which function used for which reason. So you just write down these functions, and the one more file I'm sending you today, not this one, the assignments file. Let me explain one assignment folder. So this is I search here assignments. I prepared some assignments for you. So you go through it, you start working on these assignments, not this one. The file names are, yes, this one, where this file is. Okay. So these are the assignments I give you here in the batch 3. Okay. So I open the file cricket players. So your task is you also design the same file like me. Okay. And once you're done, then is here you're going to do some calculations, like the players are total 10 and given scored runs in the year of 2013, 14, 15 and 16. Even here given total innings played and total not outs played. The assignment is this column number I, you print average runs of player, average runs. Okay, so here explaining what you print the average runs, you print the total runs using the Excel functions, sum, average. After that, this area you print minimum runs scored in each year, maximum runs scored in each year, and after that, display any player name in small case and display any player name in capital case. So this is your one assignment. So this actually file you cannot copy paste. You just need to prepare the file yourself and then you complete the assignment. Another one assignment I here open, it's a product summary assignment. So in the product summary assignment, you prepare total 4 worksheets. First worksheet is the ABC stationery shop where you prepare the 5 products, product number, product name, price, total quantities, issued quantities, and available quantities. So here you given 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. These the product numbers, then the product name. After that, you given the price and the currency note also you see, it's a rupees note. The total quantity is given, issued quantity is also given, and now you are going to calculate the available quantities. Okay, so here you type this everything, but remember typing total quantities and issued quantities, you calculate the available quantities. Prepare the one more worksheet, February. There also you have the same products. Price only changed. Check this. Price changed. Total quantity changed. The stationery shop stock of February is different. March is different. Now here you are going to calculate the report where you print average price of pen, average price of purchased quantities. So here you calculate average price. Here you calculate how many total quantities purchased, how many total quantities issued, and how many available. So here the purchased quantities meaning is perform addition of 125 plus 95 plus 82. Then you will get how many purchased. Here also the same. And once you're done, then here you calculate maximum quantities and less quantities. So this is your second assignment. Product summary is the second assignment. Third one is also here the school result. It's very easy. You open this file, so you will get understand. This file is easy, means the subject marks are given and you just need to find the total. So this assignment also I'm sending you today. You go through all that files. It will revise the all functions, whatever we completed right now. And any questions, any doubts while solving the question, you send me the screenshot or ask me on WhatsApp. I'm available and I will answer there. Okay.